We're diving into something super interesting today, a brilliant little piece of microlearning. It's this rapid-fire, 60-second social media trivia challenge. But look, we're not just going to sit here and test our geography skills, right? We're actually going to unpack the exact structural mechanics of why this specific type of gamified content is so universally captivating. Like, we're going to figure out why we suddenly find ourselves literally shouting out answers to a quiz we didn't even plan on taking in the first place.
Okay, so the creator starts right off with, can you guess all these countries by their first two letters? That direct hook right there, that's how they grab your attention. There's no long, boring preamble. It just hits you with an irresistible challenge that sets this really interactive, lean-forward kind of tone. You know what I mean? You aren't just passively consuming it, you're instantly participating. And actually, I want you to adopt that exact same mindset with me today. Let's play along, test your own reflexes, and see how well you do while we break down this whole underlying structure.
All right, phase 1. The warm-up. So this is where the progressive difficulty arc actually begins. It offers you a super quick win just to build up your confidence and give you that little dopamine hit right out of the gate. So let's actually test that warm-up phase right now. The creator fires off these first 3 clues super fast. Country number 1, IN, India. Country number 2, EN, England. And country number 3, CH, China. Did you get them? Yeah, of course you did. I mean, these are globally dominant, incredibly recognizable nations. And the pacing here is crazy fast. We're talking maybe 4 to 5 seconds between each prompt. It totally forces you to rely on instant recall. By using these universally familiar countries, the creator makes sure that almost 100% of the audience is sitting at a perfect score of 3 out of 3. And guess what? That perfect score is exactly what they're going to leverage next. Okay, let's dive into this next part. Because right after those first 3 easy ones, the creator drops in this prompt. Like the video if the first 3 were too easy. This is brilliant. It reveals a hidden 3-step engagement pipeline. They aren't just throwing out trivia for fun, they are systematically mapping your engagement to the increasing difficulty of the quiz. Step 1 is the absolute lowest barrier to entry, right? Just a simple like to acknowledge that the warm-up was, by design, super easy. You're already feeling great about your perfect score, so making that tiny micro-commitment, it just feels like a natural reward for your own intelligence.
Moving on to phase 2, ramping up. The creator says, let's see if you can handle the next ones. So the warm-up is officially over. The difficulty slightly shifts here, just to keep you perfectly hooked in that sweet spot, right between boredom and anxiety.
All right, here we go with the second block. Country number 4, CA, Canada. Country number 5, RU, Russia. Country number 6, BR, Brazil. Now pay attention to the geography here. We've jumped from Asia and Europe all the way over to North America, back to Eurasia, and then straight down to South America. We're literally mentally spinning the globe right now, and that requires just a tiny bit more cognitive effort than the first 3. But again, these are massive, prominent nations. If you're playing along, there is a very high probability you're still holding on to that perfect streak. You're 6 for 6, and you're feeling pretty darn competent. And boom, this is exactly where the second stage of that engagement pipeline kicks in. Right at the midpoint, the creator says, subscribe and share if you got everything so far. Notice how the stakes are raised here? A subscribe and a share, those are much higher tier engagement actions than just tapping like. You've invested time, you've got a flawless track record, and the creator masterfully leverages that sunk cost and, honestly, your own pride. It's not just a desperate request for a follow. It's framed as a total badge of honor for being smart enough to get all 6 right.
Okay, we are entering the final geography stretch. We're almost a minute in, which, let's be real, is an absolute lifetime in short-form media. With your perfect streak on the line, the tension is completely peaking.
So let's run through these quickly to keep that escalating excitement alive. Country number 7, PO, Poland. Country number 8, ME, Mexico. Country number 9, AR, Argentina. Boom, boom, boom. The rhythm here is just hypnotic, isn't it? We're hopping across continents again, relying completely on our first instincts. By keeping the answers familiar, but maybe slightly less universally dominant than, say, an India or China, the creator ensures that completing this set feels like a massive accomplishment. We're 9 questions deep, and the finish line is right there in front of us. Then, they pull off this brilliant structural move. The text simply announces, last country. It's this dramatic pause that deliberately isolates this final moment from the relentless flow we've been in. It basically gives you a split second to take a breath, realize you're just 1 question away from a perfect score, and lets you focus entirely on the final 2 letters you're about to hear. And the final country is SC, Scotland. It is the perfect crescendo to this whole game show experience. It's highly recognizable, but, depending on how strictly you define a sovereign nation versus a constituent country, it actually adds just a tiny fun bit of flavor to the end of the quiz. But more importantly, it brings our 10-country tour to an exciting, definitive close. You've officially crossed the finish line. The challenge is complete. Right as that final answer is revealed, the creator drops the ultimate call to action. Don't forget to comment your score at the end of the video. This perfectly closes the loop on our 3-step pipeline by totally weaponizing your competitive nature. I mean, think about it. If you got a perfect score, you absolutely want to brag about it in the comments, right? And even if you missed one or two, the fast-paced communal nature of the challenge makes you want to see how you stacked up against everyone else. The quiz structure organically drives the exact metric the creator wants: community discussion.
So the absolutely crucial point here is that this wasn't just some random list of countries. It was a highly engineered experience. A perfect 10 out of 10 score isn't just a testament to your geographical knowledge. Though hey, if you got all 10, huge congratulations. Really, it's a testament to how gamified learning and retention actually work in practice. By layering progressive difficulty, perfectly timed pauses, and escalating micro-commitments, the source material completely transforms a simple spelling test into this immersive, highly engaging narrative. We aren't just learning about the world, we're learning about how structure dictates engagement.
Which brings us to the ultimate takeaway from today's explainer. I really want you to think about your own reaction as we went through this. Did the gamified structure make you want to play along? Did the rapid pacing force you to stay focused? And of course, what was your final score out of 10? Understanding these structural mechanics is a real game changer. It empowers you whether you're a focused learner trying to retain more information or just someone curious about why certain concepts grab our attention so effectively. Thank you so much for joining me to deconstruct this challenge today. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and I'll see you in the next explainer.